I think this is around by the time where they will tell you listen to this track, bitch. I don't give a fuck now like me. I say I don't give a fuck now like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck now like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck down like me. Fuck 'em, I don't give a fuck down like me. No, I ain't got shit to prove. No, I ain't pro no more and I don't owe no foe, but I still ride with my tool. You so concerned about my real life, and that's alright. But who are you? Just a nut nigga with a strap. It don't take rocket science to shoot. You don't know shit about getting bricks out, you probably still work true for true. You don't know shit about on your blood, cause you paid your bills with all that loot. How about your baby about to be born and he don't got Pampers, wipes, or food? How about your mama fucking your best friend and y'all both just finished school? But it's okay, she thinks it's cool. You're in her way, it's time you move. And you just paid all her damn bills, so you feel like a fool. So what do you suggest I do? You think you know, you got no clue. So please don't tell me what you think I ain't been through. I don't give a fuck down like me. I say I don't give a fuck down like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck down like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck down like me.
Welcome to AJ's Den. Yes, how you guys doing? I didn't record yesterday because I want to see Hidden Figures, and that was the most beautiful movie I have seen. It is a great movie. I advise anyone to go and see it if you want to know about your history. It ticks me off though. It's because they really put us down as African Americans and they wouldn't be nowhere. Again, this is what I've been explaining. And I say they Caucasians. You hate us so much, and it just every day when I watch stuff like that convince me I know the reason why you hate us. It's because not by the color of our skin. You just hate us because you know we're highly intelligent. We're the highly intelligent, we're just highly intelligent, and it just convinced me every day. Now I know why you have so much of hatred and want to look like us, but have hatred towards us. And what I mean by looking like us, how you go out, try to get a suntan and get darker, how you do your lips, how you do your Botox, all these things that you try to be like us, but you hate us so much. Why? It's because we're the chosen people. And you know this. You have it in your soul. You have it in your mind. You know that we are. But you hate us so much is because you know we are the chosen people. And it's amazing. And I hope you guys, last time I record about one African American woman sale that if anybody had the polio virus shot or anything like that, her cell is still living forever, and they never paid the family. And I say her name is H and the last name is L. Well, Hirella, can't even get it out today. Hirella Lacks is her name. Lacks. All you gotta do is look it up. Hirella Lacks. That's all you have to do. Look her up. Her cell is still living forever. And somehow, Henrietta, I finally got it up. Henrietta Lacks. Look her up, Henrietta. Miss Lacks' cell is living forever. She's been dead over 30-something years. And I talked about this on my blog. You can go on my blog, AntonJohnsonBlogspot.com. AntonJohnsson blogspot. that explains about herself that helping everybody around this nation. They let this woman suffer. And I want you to go and read. I'm not going to get in detail about it. When I say they, Caucasian, Europeans. Y'all have did us dirty through century of time. And you still haven't figured out why there is a reaction towards what you guys have done to us. Why you see so much crime and hatred coming from us now. We're getting tired of the apology. We are. I'm going to go for an example. Let me go in. The teens that pull a Caucasian mental disturbed young man in Chicago. I do not condemn them. I do not condone what they have done. They did wrong. They did wrong. But why is all you Caucasians having a reaction trying to put Black Lives Matter into this? When Black Lives Matter have nothing to do with this. This is their own doing. And why is it then you want to call it a hate crime, but you're not saying a damn thing about how cops are actually killing us as African Americans, and how cops people have forgotten how white cops, Caucasian cops, have taken a lot of African American young men and women to a secret location and beat the crap out of them. Nobody didn't see that as a hate crime. Nobody don't see that as cops killing us as African American men and women. They don't see it as a hate crime. And nobody have not been charged. You see how quick they charged them? Do you see how quick they charged them? But they didn't charge Danny Ruth. Look at Danny Ruth. They gave him how many tests to see if he had a mental problem? He himself has set up there and said, I do not have a mental problem. I had to do what I had to do, and I do not regret it. He himself said this. And it takes how many months? Almost a whole year before they charge him. You want me to go to another story? What about the one who shot Walter Scott in the back? Have a video and everything. Took a long time to charge him. So you guys want us to we can admit that if someone do wrong, like our brother and sister, if they do wrong, we can admit, but you can't admit. So you want to charge these teams so quick. But y'all not doing nothing with these cops killing us. Killing my brother and sisters. Y'all not saying a damn thing, huh? And then you want to, and it is amazing how y'all hate Black Lives Matter so much. Know why you hate them so much? Because you want us to sit back in the corner. It's not happening no more. You want us to sit back in the corner and say nothing. You want to continue to do the things you do, so you don't want it to be in your face. Well, it's in your face. It is actually happening. Your people are killing and doing all kinds of sorts of things to us and getting away with it. But soon as my people do something to your people, you have a problem. It's a hate crime. Well, motherfucker, it's been a hate crime when it come down to us. I don't even like that word because it goes back in history. MF. You have been doing things to us all these years. So all you got to do apologize and we'll get on your side when stuff like this happen? Really? And you're going to see more to come. Because you guys have been doing a lot to us. A lot. And think it is okay. It is not okay. You guys just don't get it. If a cop do something to us, the first thing they say, you should have complied. Guess what? Most of us do comply because when we're young, we are taught to comply. We're taught to do whatever an officer says to do. That is coming out. That is no more. We're tired of these officers pulling us over, stereotyping us from the cops to the freaking just people in general, Caucasians, stereotyping us. If you see a black African American with dark skin, you think they're gonna steal from you. You think they're gonna hurt you. You think they're gonna do all such a thing. Because the color of their skin. And you don't judge by the character. Because you know nothing about it. Just like this young man at Fort Lauderdale Airport. Shot the airport up. The first thing I see what Caucasian says. They're part of Obama people. They happen to be part of the liberals. Or they have to be a Muslim. Or have to be terrorists. This is homegrown, honey. Homegrown. Just like Tim McVeigh. Homegrown. Tim McVeigh was a Caucasian. People forgot about him? Huh? You forgot about him, huh? Bet you did. You try to forget about him. Dylan Ruth, homegrown terrorist. But you see no difference, don't you? But you want us to continue to take your crap. You don't see nothing wrong. You see nothing wrong. Have you ever thought that you are the problem? All the hatred that you have within because of someone's skin color? You ever thought you're the problem? You are the problem. You are the problem. Can't think of that, huh? You'll never think that you're the problem. Because you have more hatred towards anything. Someone's skin color. Have more hatred. Now you blame this guy and try to say that, oh, he's a terrorist. He's a terrorist. The one who shot up Fort Lauderdale, they should do more. Well, they couldn't do no more. He got his luggage. He had a mental problem. He had the military clearance. Once he got his luggage, he took his clip inside the restroom, came out and started shooting. Homegrown now. Homegrown. But you want to say, and people, let me tell you something. I don't know what's wrong with you Caucasians. Do y'all have a mental problem or what? Muslim is a religion. And I guess because he's not doing your religion, like serving your God, didn't you think he's an outcast and people of anybody whose religion is Muslim, you have a problem with. We know you did it with the Native Americans. You did it with us. You stripped our religion away. You stripped their religion away. So if we don't serve your God, we're different and we need to be locked up. We know that. We know how you think. Everybody have to be just like you. Everybody have to be subhumans, and everybody has to follow what you tell them to do, right? Bullshit. Who made you kings? Who made you queens? You never was kings and queens. Who made you the Almighty? The Almighty God. Who made you that? Nobody didn't make you that. You're not. You're a human just like me. Or anyone out here with darker skin. Nobody don't have to follow your ass. Nobody don't have time to follow you. You're evil. I'm not saying all, but most. Some of you are so damn unconscious of racism, you don't even know that you're a racist. But your word speaks different. Anything happened in the United States, the first thing you say, oh, it had to be a Muslim, part of ISIS. No, they homegrown, honey. And what I mean homegrown, they was raised, born here in the United States. And they're just tired of the bull crap. Oh, they just have mental problems. I have played it several times that it's Caucasians who have mental problems. Cops are running backwards, running away from them. And they are still alive today. But any person who have a mental problem, who have dark skin, they are dead today. It is 2 economics, 2 laws, 2 everything. Cops can maintain their attitude towards a Caucasian and will not shoot them and run away from them. And they can come at them with a gun, with a knife, and shoot at them. And they still survive. You're ignorant if you don't think it's 2 of everything. But when a mental man, not from Canada, Alaska, Fort Lauderdale, any state in Florida, Chicago, a mental man, California, a mental man. All these people have mental problems with dark skin are dead today. Why is that so? Your system is biased, and they care nothing about people of color. But somehow they want us to follow their rules. And their rules is, you don't do this unless I tell you to do it, people of color. Caucasians can do whatever they want. And walk around here and do whatever they want. And they try to be dumb. Well, I take that back. Not try. They act like they don't realize what privilege they have. They sit up there and say, we don't have no privilege. You can walk out the door and you don't even have to worry about a cop pulling you over. You can walk out the door and you don't have to worry about somebody grabbing their purse and worrying about if you're going to snatch their purse. You can walk out the door, get in your car, and you don't have to worry about a cop falling behind you running your tag. You have white privileges. Even if we have all the degrees in the world, if we go and fill out an application, if they already got their token person, they're not going to hire us, and they'll look at you and we can have a degree all in the world. You hear what I'm saying? And you could just be a high school dropout or just have your high school diploma and you will get hired. You don't have to worry about that. Like we don't have kids to take care of as well. You have white privileges. So don't give me that crap and say I don't treat nobody different. They don't treat nobody different. If we're all the same, we're not all the same. And don't feed me that bullshit of talking about this is a melting pot. Because it's not. We have to continue go through hatred every day. We have to worry about if we're going to get pulled over cop and get shot every day. We have to teach our kids, and you guys don't have to teach your kids at an early age. You don't have to teach your kids at an early age and tell them, be careful. If a cop tell you what to do, do it. Don't reach inside your pocket because he might think you have a gun. You don't have to lecture your kids, nor did you had to be lectured by your parents. You didn't have to worry about that. You never have to worry about that. We do. We have had to worry about it through century of time. And don't you know, sometimes a person get tired of all the shit that we're going through. Enough is enough. How long do you think this is going to continue to happen? All my people, when are you going to wake up and come together? Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Mexicans, you all people of color. When are you going to wake up and start joining hands and saying, my brother, my sister, my queen, my king? When are you going to say we need to unite and come together? Because when we do, it will be amazing things happening. They have divided and conquered. We allowed them today in 2017 to divide us. The first thing you say, oh, I'm not Jamaican. I'm Bahamas. I'm from the Bahamas. I'm Bahamian. I'm not Haitian. I'm Jamaican. You all fucking Africans. You was dropped on the island from Africa because they couldn't afford to feed you. You were lucky they didn't throw you in the ocean like some of our ancestors down beneath the oceans who drowned. Nasty ass people. Soulless. Didn't care nothing about. They got too many Africans. They couldn't feed them. So what they did, drop them to the bottom of the ocean and let them drown. God. That really hit my soul when I think about it. And we can't unite. We can't come together. We're fighting amongst each other because they divided us. We don't want to say we're brothers and sisters to Puerto Ricans. We don't want to say we're brothers and sisters to Dominicans. We don't want to say we're brothers and sisters to Mexicans. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all brothers and sisters. Stop letting them divide us. They took our souls away from us. They took our religion away from us. They cut the hairs off the women who was queens. Women walk around here putting all this weave in your hair. Stop. Stop letting them get in your mind that you need to wear weave to be like them. You fail to realize you may say, I'm not trying to be like, yes, you are. That's what they put in your head. This is what they put in your head. They put in your head to go against your own brothers and sisters. Dark skin, light skin. Women against men. They put that in your head. They put that in your head to celebrate these Christmas, these pagan holidays. They put it in your head. And somehow you don't want to let it go. Now they got you thinking that the lighter you are, the better you are. They got it in Jamaica. They've got them bleaching their skin, saying their skin is not good enough. They got it in your head. Ascend out of your body and learn more about yourself. Where you come from. What you are. Your hair is beauty when it's wear natural. Stop with all this. You're not a European. Start studying about yourself. Start studying about our ancestors, where we come from, how strong we are. We need to unite people. I can't express it no more than what it is. We shouldn't do the things what we're doing. We shouldn't allow the evilness come from these most of these Caucasians. They are evil. Most of them. Not all. I cannot say all. Most. They're soulless. They care nothing about you. Fine example. The first thing they're thinking about is taking away the medical, that the Affordable Care Act is helping 32 million people around the world who needs it. Why is America is the only country that does having a problem with this? Every other country has insurance for their citizens. The Republicans continue to say we're going to repeal, but they have nothing to replace that with. They have nothing to replace it with. So 32 million people on the insurance finally can see a doctor without no headache, finally can never have to worry about getting the procedure done. This is all going to get taken away from them. They don't care in Congress or the Senate because they got the best insurance you can ever think of. They don't care. You get what I'm saying? They're taking away insurance that everybody needs. Why would they care? They have insurance. They're living good. They can go home and eat whatever they want. Most of these people around here can't. That's why they'll arrest you now in all cities, major cities, because most of these Caucasians have taken over the city. They couldn't straighten the city up when people of color was living down in the city. They have made these cities, every town you go to, you will see a major city. They have built these cities up looking glamorous because most of these Caucasians are living in these cities. Now they're hurting the homeless. They don't care about the homeless. Most of these homeless people, these Caucasians that are homeless, was right in these little cities, was 50 rich. Now, and they could be homeless. Most of these Caucasians will be homeless and still think they're better than you. They care nothing. nothing about you. But somehow we can't unite. They treat homeless people like they're nothing. I expect that. They're soulless. They're evil. Not all, but some. Most. Not all. I cannot say all Caucasians are evil and soulless. I always try to express that. So I sit back and watch how my brothers and sisters go against each other. These Caucasians go against, they talk about President Obama like he's nothing. President Obama did so much to the nation. This same person who they elected will not show his taxes. Just like Pence. Pence won't show nothing what they ask of Pence. The same person who you elected is so much on Putin's ass that he will go against his own United States CIA. But you guys don't see nothing wrong with that. Why you don't see nothing wrong with that is a problem. He's a matron. And you don't see that. You don't care because he preached so much of hatred because you have so much of hatred inside. The first thing you say, I didn't vote it for him because of hatred. What did you vote for him? He have no policies. He still don't have no policies. Everybody, you vote for this man and he showed that he doesn't care about you. He brought every 1%er in his cabinet. Not one poor person in there. 1%er. 1%ers. So what make you think that he cares about the first thing he said when he become president, that he's taking all your rights away. He's trying to get rid of Obamacare, Affordable Care Act. That is 32 million people I just discussed. Mm-hmm. He's going to give you guys. He's taking away the incentives as filing for kids. He's taking the incentives for the housing that you have a house. He's taking away that incentive. He's going to charge you more taxes. He's taking away the stipulation that President Obama put on the rich. He's going to uplift that so they can give more breaks. You put a man in that haven't paid taxes in 10 years, but if we miss 1 year of paying taxes, we're getting penalized or we will go to jail. You put this guy in office because he preached hatred. Preach hatred. You hear what I'm saying? Preach hatred. But you sit up there and say, no, I voted for him because he's a good businessman. In what way? He filed bankruptcy for 4 times. If he didn't win this president, why don't you do your research? If he did not become elect president, he would have filed for the 5th time because he doesn't pay back and the banks do not want to lend him nothing anymore. You put him in office because of hatred. You cannot tell me no different because he have no policy. To this day, he does not have policy. And I'm going to continue to say that. He have no policy, people. Not one policy. No policies. You can't even say that he have a policy. That was a racist thing for him to sit up there and say. The first thing he said, African Americans, what you got to lose? You live in poverty. You walk out the door and worry about if you're going to get shot. What kind of racist shit? I don't even live in poverty. Don't even live in the ghetto. But this is what the media tell you, Caucasians. That's what you want to think. That's what you always think. I saw a comment on Yahoo Newsroom, and this Caucasian sat up there and said, Obama them been living on Section 8 for the longest. What's some ignorant shit you can say? That gets on my nerves. First of all, you still can't even say he's president. 8 years of this bullshit. 8 years of disrespect. This man had to come in and clean up bush crap. And somehow you guys forgot about that. Somehow you forgot how much jobs were being lost. How many people was losing their homes. Somehow you forgot about that. And the people who voted for him still making $1,000. Fortunately, he came in and put jobs that are available. And you start making money again. But you hate him. You ask yourself why you hate him. You can't say that he didn't do nothing for the nation, because he have. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Why do you hate this man so much? In reality, you already know, but you don't want to admit it. The reason why, I'll tell you the reason why. Because of the color of his skin. And the first thing you racists might say, why y'all always bringing up color? Because it does exist. You hate someone so much who helped this nation. Are you insane? This nation was going into a depression, in a recession, until he got into office. In the same way that it is fin to return. You had a great 8 years of not losing your houses, not losing your jobs. Now, the same people that you're not getting, not a dark-skinned man anymore. You have Caucasians walking in there that won't prove nothing, won't show nothing. It's trying to take away the same thing that helped United States. Do y'all remember how people would go to the hospital and get pregnancy tests? It would cost $500. That a pregnancy test, it cost $10. People will go to the hospital when they're injured, when they didn't have insurance, and it would cost the nation thousands of dollars. But you want to do away with the Obamacare, and I heard they say they want to do away the name and put Trump care. That's just like a Caucasian. Try to take claim of something. That's what I was looking at on Hidden Figures. This woman calculate all this math up. Miss Johnson calculate all this math up. Calculate out how far the astronaut can go, where's the astronaut going to land, and all these things. And the first name came on the pier that she was typing up was this Caucasian name. And he wanted to take her. He took her name off there several times till he couldn't take it off take it off there anymore. You guys always trying to claim something that does not belong to your asses. You have claimed almost every invention that African American invented or created. Y'all good at that. That's why they want to put Trump. Trump ain't do nothing about this. Had nothing to do with this. He's not even president. And the first thing you see, The stock market. You should have paid attention to the stock market for the past 8 years. The stock market been like this for the past 8 years. So Trump get elected, and now you're paying attention to the stock market. Now you're paying attention to the unemployment percentage. He's not president yet. I give it 2 more years, and we're going to see what he have done. And he's not going to do anything to make... The only thing he's going to do is make himself rich. That's why he agreed to pay $25 million. Remember, he said he wasn't going to pay those students back. And the first thing you say, oh, he's a good businessman. But he filed bankruptcy so much. And he doesn't pay his debts. He hurt the small business people. He filed bankruptcy, and they couldn't get their money back. He closed everything, hurt them. But you say he's a good businessman. How? He doesn't pay his debts. That's why he won't show his taxes, is because he owed Putin. That's why he won't go against Putin. Mandarin, y'all don't get it. The only thing you see is that you saw hatred towards Muslim, people of color, people who does not have the pale skin like yourself. Some of you have that little hatred and don't even realize it. You're unconscious racist. Unconscious racist. If you lock your door when you see a person of color walk by, you're racist. Unconscious. If you grab your purse, a person walking by of color, you're unconscious racist. Maybe you are conscious racist. Who knows? If you have a thought in your mind that if you have a garage sale, and a person of color come and look, and you watch them all the way through, and you're not watching your people, you're unconscious racist. If you tend to follow a person of color around the store, if you're a manager like Dillbirds, when they did that to me, you're a racist or unconscious racist. Just like Walmart. I tell people, boycott these places. I'm going to Dillbirds today, and the reason why I'm going to Dillbirds today, because I want to see if this manager going to walk around and I'm going to turn and go straight in his face and tell him, while you're watching me, your people is stealing twice as fold because they know you're going to watch me. I don't need nothing from you what I cannot afford or buy or purchase. I don't need to steal. Have never stole and never will. I talked about this last week when I saw 2 Caucasian little kids sat up there and stole out of Dollar Tree. They say, man, what you stole? What you stole? And I said, straight up to them. I don't give a damn what you guys got to say. I say straight up to them. I say, it's amazing. Y'all can go in there and steal, and y'all can walk in there 2 at a time. But when it come down to our kids, we can't walk in there but 1 at a time. And they don't watch you guys, but they watch our kids. And they have money in their pockets. And you wonder why we have so much hatred towards you guys. I call for my people. I ask my people to unite, come together. It makes no sense when you turn against each other and don't come together. All this nationality is what they created. See how quick you Hispanics, when they just started putting Hispanics up, not too long ago. Just start putting Hispanic up. You guys ran away from that blackness so quick. So quick. Ran to that Hispanic saying, nationality on there. They had to separate you. They divided you. They conquered you. Because you did not want to be black, called black. You wanted, and you failed to realize you have more African blood in you than you can ever think of. Mexicans, Hispanic, all you Puerto Ricans, all you Dominicans, y'all have African blood in you more than you can think of. You just don't want to admit it. You just don't want to be called black. You don't. No, my God, no, I don't want to be called African. I don't want to be called African American. You separated yourself. You separated yourself. You do not want to be called African American. You do not want to call black. You don't want to call none of that. Because, my God, that's the worst thing you can ever be, huh? Worst thing you can ever be is be called an African or African American. You ran to that nationality real quick when you had to put down there and they said, are you Hispanic? Are you Native American? Everybody, even African Americans do the same thing. Oh, I'm African Americans, I'm part Irish, and I'm part Jamaican, I'm part this. You ever notice when I say, yeah, my daddy was Jamaican? But I don't, every time I say my daddy, I never said that I am. I said that I am African American and proud to be. I'm not going to say my mixture. I'm mixed with this and I'm mixed with that. Bet you I'm proud to be who I am. Proud to be who I am. And if you can't be proud who you are, then you do not know who you are. Whew. You want to be mixed with everything besides African. The hell, everybody in this United States is mixed with everything. They don't have to sit up there and say it. They sure don't. You don't have to sit up and say, I'm mixed with this and I'm mixed with that. You need to come together. Because if you don't come together, God knows, what are we going to do? They're going to continue to do what they want to do. Treat us like we're nothing. Anyway, just wanted to let you know that I'll be back on here Monday. Back in school, gain that knowledge. Yes, I have. Come together, people.